This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Sir, we need to talk about your language off air.
Well, we sure can't talk about it on the air.
Right.
But, yeah, I got a little excited there. Sorry. I didn't know we were on the air. I panicked. Sorry. Stupid C word. Hate that. Not my fault. I did not.
Feels so good to say it.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's like therapy.
It's because it's the hard C at the beginning and then the hard Like it's just like a
break it down.
It's like a release.
Go ahead, break it down.
It's why the F word feels so good,
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you old C word. Hit the news.
Thanks, buddy. The CEO of Kellogg's is facing some backlash after saying that people looking to save money should start eating cereal for dinner.
Let them eat flakes.
PC2.
I love cereal.
I love super rich people telling me how to live poor. It's great.
Some of the things that we're doing is first messaging. We got to reach the consumer where they are. So we're advertising about cereal for dinner. If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable. The price of a bowl of cereal with milk and with fruit is less than $1. So you can imagine why a consumer under pressure might find that to be a good place to go.
I get it. He's like, I make $28 million a year as the CEO of this cereal company. Why don't you guys stop bitching and eat some cereal?
Dude.
Oh, ouch. Dude, read the room.
So he makes a measly $1 million base salary, but has $4 million in bonuses.
Sure.
Let's see what his net worth is.
Who's the CEO of what Post or what, like General Mills or something?
CEO of Kellogg's.
Oh, Kellogg's.
Yeah.
Oh, Kellogg's.
15.7 mil.
No kidding.
That's fine. He's on the eat the rich list.
That's why cereal's $8 a box.
When I'm eating Gary Pilnick, I'll be like, "Hey, remember when you told me to eat cereal for dinner?" Listen, I've had cereal for dinner. I've had popcorn for dinner. It's fine.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Popcorn.
Oh, do they have popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And Jell-O.
I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's by choice, not because I'm. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a necessity.
Yeah, you're not crying eating popcorn. Hopefully you're enjoying your popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, it's me. Crunch.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine being depressed and wanting to eat popcorn.
Yeah. No, you got it. I feel like popcorn you need to be a little happy about, don't you?
So, what's the main thing here? He's rich and he's telling us to stop bitching and eat a bowl of cereal. Well,
pretty much.
How are you people so dumb? You don't know that a bowl of cereal is like 50 cents a bowl.
Right.
What do you want? We're making you cereal.
When does trickle down start working?
I guarantee you that son of a bitch pays less taxes than I do. I will bet a meager radio paycheck on it. Trickle down, gold tennis shoes for everyone. Trickle down. You just have to let it happen. Be patient. You have to want the cereal bad enough, and it will trickle down.
It just shows how far removed from reality they are. That's all.
So it's not a healthy food issue. It's a, hey, rich guy.
Well, and cereal is not good for you.
Right. I mean, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Compared to having a protein and a vegetable on your plate at dinner time, which is expensive.
I mean, if you eat cereal, the right cereal in the right portion control, maybe it's pretty good for you.
Right.
It's better than a fried burrito at Taco Bell.
Sure.
But I hear what you're saying. Most of it's sugar and carbs and
right.
Not great. It's not the greatest thing.
Well, there's not a lot of protein there to hold you over and keep you full.
Right.
And especially like for kids. So now what? We're feeding them cereal twice a day.
Special K.
This will be good.
Special K, I think, has vitamins and antioxidants. Red berries, bitch.
Yeah, but there's no protein.
Probably very little protein.
Yeah.
You have to put some protein mix on it, some vanilla protein powder or something on it.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Protein powder. If you're poor that you're having to eat cereal for dinner, you don't have protein powder.
I've been trying to sneak fiber into your drink so you poop a little more regular.
That is not an issue for
Oh, you
me.
okay lately? I've
always been fine.
Oh, I thought you were all backed up there for a while.
No, never. That is not me.
Oh, that's why you were taking it out on me.
No. I am a regular. I am at
Good.
4:45 every morning.
Good.
It's happening. Then usually at 10:20. And I'm good for the day.
So say if you want to lose 100 pounds, I mean, if you're going to be super strict and you want to lose 100 pounds, I would say if you ate as they show you for a portion of Special K or Grape Nuts, if you ate the tiny cup.
The 3/4 of a cup?
Yes. Twice a day, you probably lose 100 pounds if that's all you ate with some bananas on it.
That's severe calorie deficiency.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just saying nobody's going to live like that. Nobody could get through that.
Right. And if you have a family.
Yeah, but he's saying he I mean, we're reading a little into it. But coming from a guy worth $15 million?
Right. Right. The problem here.
It ain't art. The problem is you. The fact that you don't know what a deal you got with my cereal.
Right. I think what's pissing people off is the problem is that all of us, which we are the poor, by the way, the poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. So here's an asshole on his way up that's all like, hey, all of you down here, let me tell you how to manage your money. Right? And it's like, no, the problem is we are not getting the money we are entitled to. So
it's not what we choose to eat for dinner. It's what we're getting paid to go buy to eat for dinner.
Right.
That's the problem.
And how much we're getting gouged at the goddamn grocery store.
I don't know what you're bitching about. You make a very little bit of money. So you just have a little bit of berry with the cereal. What's the problem? It's a wash. Mm-hmm. We make a cheap food for you and your cheaper paycheck. Yeah, I get it. It's a bad optic. That's what they call it, optics.
Yeah.
It's a bad optic.
Who decided to put him out as a spokesperson? I Chihuahua.
Stop bitching. We'll keep making cereal. You'll be fine. You know what we ought to do? We ought to get what is it? Who? General Mills? Or who?
Kellogg's.
Oh, Kellogg's. So Kellogg's cornflakes. We should go out and Kid Rock an AR-15 on a box of cornflakes and protest cornflakes.
I don't want to waste the ammo.
Yeah, it'll feel good, though. Wake up the neighbors.
Okay.
You know, that preschooler on the corner.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Run! No. They're just shooting cereal. They're fine. They're boycotting something. No. If you're talking about price, he's probably more right than wrong. But nobody can just eat cereal. It's not really something you want a parent to really feed your kids day in and day out.
Right.
For dinner.
Right.
Maybe breakfast. I think you got to get the food chart out.
The food chart isn't right either.
A little milk, a little cheese, a little meat, a little fried bologna.
Yeah, well, and the way the government has adjusted what foods we're supposed to eat is in direct correlation with what food companies have been paying them. So, the big sugar surge that we had in the 1950s that continues today was bought and paid for. So you can't really trust anything from them. Right. And like if you're trying to eat healthy and feed your kids healthy with fruits and vegetables and healthy lean proteins, which now you have to, if you're really trying to be healthy, you have to get your protein from a local source, right? Because who knows what the hell's in that stuff coming off the line that pumps out 1,500 chickens every hour. Right? So how are you supposed to afford that? How are you supposed to do all of that for your family?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another thing where it's like, oh, here's the wealthy people. And trust me, if you're listening to this program, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the uber wealthy that are controlling everything. But here they are, right? Trying to make us less healthy, trying to make us more sick. And so we're caught in the system yet again. You're having to buy the medications. You're having to buy the crappy food. And it just keeps you in this rut where you're not able to ascend.
Right.
And I think that's the issue. Him telling people to eat cereal for dinner just encapsulates everything that's wrong with everything.
Yeah, I think you're right in the sense that when people think of cereal, I don't think you're thinking of the most healthy choices.
Right.
Overall, percentage-wise.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure if you got some grape nuts and put strawberries on it, you're probably getting better. But yeah, I would say overall, for health reasons, I'm not sure cereal would be the go-to. You know, it's hard. Is it hard to justify a box of cereal at $7-8? I look at some cereal.
Is that how much it is?
I look at cereal in small boxes. You know, the super healthy, whatever they're advertising.
Nuts.
Yeah, whatever. And it's like $7-8. I can't even justify it. We don't eat cereal.
Yeah. We don't either.
It's just one of those things where it's like I don't feel like cream of wheat we have, because you can get like a 2-week box. So that seems like a little better deal. Less sugar, probably some carbs, less sugar, maybe some protein, sure. But a box of cereal for $8, don't do it.
I can't tell you the last time I bought a box of cereal.
And my mom was like on that back in the day when we were eating generic wheat puffs.
Yeah.
She knew. She's been fighting the man since I was a little guy.
Yeah. Totally. So I don't know. I'm trying to find.
Yeah, it is. Who said let them eat cake? Was that Napoleon? Who said that?
Oh, it was Marie Antoinette.
Oh, Marie Antoinette. That's who it was. Napoleon. John Danger, cereal and historian, cereal eater, and noted historian.
Excellent golfer.
Ah!
I mean, close. They're both French, I guess.
Thank you. Dude, good save. Teamwork. Yeah. Eating cereal will... I would argue with you that eating cereal will not save you money. I would even argue that at $8 a box. Because the boxes got smaller.
Yeah.
They're tall, but they're thin.
Yeah.
That's where the hook is. And it's like, you got to be kidding. That doesn't feel like my old box of cornflakes. I think it used to be like a briefcase back in the day.
Yeah.
You need both hands to lift that box.
I don't know.
All right. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, your mom makes me steak and eggs every morning.
Dude.
Yeah,
let's talk about some steak and eggs for dinner. Now you're cooking. I don't mind that at all. That's the breakfast you want for dinner right there. Anyways. Yeah, I'd like to see what Kellogg's profit margin was last year. I don't know what else. Just on the cereal end.
Everything went up in price under the guise of the COVID supply chain being screwed up. Right? And then once the supply chain got figured out again and pumping out things again, the prices never went back to what they were.
What do you think the board of directors at Kellogg's eats for dinner? Do you think they eat cereal?
Their private chef makes them something. Guarantee you.
Another filet soaked and battered with the tears of children.
But, I mean, listen, this is a good chance to recognize that everything you're putting in your mouth that's out of a package comes from, 4 different companies? Is it 3 or 4 different companies?
Yeah.
They are in control of what we are eating, and that you should be terrified. You should be terrified. Grow your damn lettuce this summer.
That sounds like a threat.
It is.
Hey, the lettuce fairy's going to come over and...
The problem is all these people that are
should be buying the proteins. They're buying all these.
Yes.
They walk out with 12 packs
Yes.
of Mountain Dew.
Yes,
all this
yes.
crappy food when it's
Right.
very comparable to buy something decent.
I agree.
Right, 100%.
That's to the core of your argument. Yeah, no, you're right about that. I couldn't agree. You're both right about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a self-fulfilling. We keep buying it. We don't change our habits, so they keep making it and raising the price.
Right.
It's a tough cycle. I get it.
It really is.
I get it.
100%. And and people are addicted to those sugars,
Well, to say eat cake and for something that's probably about as healthy as cake, you're going to catch
Right.
hell for that. I understand why they're screaming at it.
Right. The price of an hour of range time at Deerfield Pistol did not increase. It's still $25 an hour. Thank you, Whitey.
That is a fantastic price.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, have you ever avoided going out because you didn't want to deal with parking?
Oh, boy, we talk about that all the time. When we went to the Semina show the other night, I got down there at 3:30. I didn't want to get there at 5:30 and have to walk a mile because I knew that garage was going to be full.
Was it full?
It was a sold-out show. I parked right in front of the Sylvia on the street. There was one open spot, but it was worth it to me, so I don't have to deal with it.
75% of us have skipped a social event because we knew parking would be a hassle.
Yeah.
Most agree city centers tend to be the hardest places to find a spot. 88% try to avoid paying for parking.
Yep.
I've just embraced that you're probably going to have to pay.
It was $40 at the Hilton last weekend in Milwaukee.
Whenever we go to shows at the rave, I always park at that paid parking thing at the rave. I think it's $25 or something. But
that's cheap.
Yeah, especially homeboy hangs out there in the parking lot, so you feel a little better about it.
I think
it's cheaper than getting your window broken.
Yeah. I think the parking up by the terminal at O'Hare is like $110 a day.
Yeah, I can't remember what trip it was, but so we flew out of O'Hare, and then I think it was called Blue Sky Parking, and then they shuttle you over.
Yeah, right.
And that was cheaper than
like 27 or 25 or something like that.
Yeah,
long term.
Yeah. Anywho, we'll drive around an average of 10 minutes looking for an open spot that's free. No. Do you know when I go parking downtown, my anxiety is so high. If I drove around an additional 10 minutes looking for a parking spot, I'm pretty sure my head would blow right off of my body. Like, no. 57% of us will use public transportation or Uber to avoid dealing with parking. I've done that where I've parked far away and then Ubered, for sure. Or like park at the hotel and Uber over to an event. Young people are more likely to go that route. 2/3 of people who avoid paying for parking said they'd be more willing to pay if they could reserve a spot ahead of time. Well, too bad.
Greg used to have Sharon.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Greg used to have Sharon for the tailgate parties. They would, she would come down, drop him off, and pick him up. He didn't want to park.
Yeah.
I think he didn't want to spend the money either.
I think it was the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'll give them this on busy game days, like if Michigan was in town or Ohio State or something. That garage filled up. If that was an afternoon game, total pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
You will not get in that garage.
Yeah.
Down by Whiskey Jack's.
I've had to park pretty far away before.
We parked up by the comedy club and walked down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a great walk. We don't care, but
yeah.
Game day,
when
brutal.
Down.
Yeah.
What is that road? Whatever. Anyway. Okay.
Although I'll say O'Hare, Milwaukee Airport's pretty easy. Park, you just walk in. That's pretty easy. We love flying out of Milwaukee. It's so easy. So much cheaper than Madison.
Yeah.
But O'Hare, they make it pretty easy to get on that, on the bus.
Oh, yeah, the shuttles and everything.
Yeah, they got it down. I mean, that bus runs every 2 minutes. I mean, you're not standing around too much.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dude. We lost contact. The lunar thingy-majiggy.
Oh, ODS or whatever it's called. Odysseus?
Odie. Odie lost power because it toppled over onto the very solar panels that were supposed to power it.
Odie, phone home, Odie.
I have,
Uh-oh.
give me PC2. This is in memory of the failed mission. Here we go.
Sad news. The moon landing mission with Odysseus has been cut short. Someone from NASA tipped me off. The Houston Space Company that built the craft is going to apologize.
Oh, no.
Intuitive Machines handled the news nicely, so they must be well grounded. The last transmission from Odysseus said, "I'm going through a phase and need space."
Stop
There's
it.
no backup system because they didn't plan it. And finally, this report won't cost you. That's right, no charge. Reporting from the end of the moon landing project, I'm Howie Failed It.
How he failed it.
You ever watch BattleBots? You ever
Yeah.
watch that show? It's a cool show. It's one of the coolest shows on television. You need a lunar lander that can flip itself back. It's got to have a little kick-out leg
Right.
when it gets flipped over.
There's one thing I learned about you. It's that you should have been an engineer.
Dude, I have been telling you this since I met you. I'm like, if I wasn't here, Rocket,
Jug handles!
if I wasn't here, Rocket, I'd be designing interstates, spacecraft, and probably,
On a one-man mission to
yes.
undo jug handles.
I haven't figured out the jug handle on the west side, that little piece of exit ramp there. I ain't got that down yet, but I'm working on it.
The 14-foot-tall lander tipped over when it touched down on the moon after its foot caught on a rock.
God. Well, it's a very tall, like a it's like a tall boy beer can. It's a very tall thing
Yeah.
that's easily tipped over.
So it's going to cease operating as soon as its batteries drain and the sun moves across the sky away from its solar panels.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And what
So we're done.
what was the main thing? There's a bunch of experiments on there, right?
Yeah, not anymore.
Not that I know. So it's nothing. We get nothing.
Yeah. When it finally came time to attempt a landing Thursday evening, the spacecraft failed to land on its 6 legs and instead came down on its side.
That is so weird. We put a car on the moon, the lunar rover, and we can't even land a beer can on the moon?
Well, this is also Intuitive Machines, not NASA, right?
Yeah, it's a different company, right?
Yeah.
It was contracted out for saving money.
Right. Officials at Intuitive Machines believe that the craft landed too fast and caught one of its 6 landing pads in the lunar surface. Aw, sad.
You see that like these UFOs going to land on the moon, and they're going to look at that thing on its side, and they're going to be like, "Psh, what a bunch of dumbasses." And they can't even, what is that thing? How'd that get here? Man, whoever designed that sucked. They're going to get right back in their UFO and leave.
Did you see the Columbia logo is what's weird to me. Like,
Fake. Where?
right there. There's a Columbia jacket. Put your readers on.
It looks like a Jiffy Pop bag of popcorn there with
It
the
is.
Columbia logo.
Yeah.
We've made popcorn on the moon.
That's right, dude.
We have achieved our objective.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. See you later, dude.
150 million? Intuitive.
No.
So, let me tell you, listening to my intuition got me here, and it's really, really nice. So it gets there, and then it decides. Intuitive. Explain that to me. Is there an explanation for it? Does it figure out what to do when it gets there? What's that mean?
Well,
It's got 5 different ways to land. Okay, it figured this one out.
well, Intuitive Machines is the name of the company.
But it was a controlled landing, or was it just like, okay, it's got a really big brain. Let's let it figure itself out once it gets up there.
I don't know if they controlled the. I would think they had to control the landing on it, right? The flight controllers.
I don't know. I didn't see it. It wasn't on. It wasn't televised.
It's because the moon isn't real, John.
The moon is fake.
NASA is actually projecting the moon into the sky every now and then.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed. I get bummed about that stuff because
Well, it landed.
Cool to have the information.
They get half credit, and then the Japanese lander didn't work either. I don't think something went wrong
like
with that.
Going to the moon is harder than you think.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, like I said, maybe they were trying something new that's never been done before. I don't know. Better? Did they think it was safer? Did they think it was projected to be a safer way to get men on a planet or something, or what?
Do I look like I work for the space program?
Less rockets if you just glide it in on a glide path? Really weird stuff.
More rockets is the goal.
Let's see if I have somebody from NASA on the phone. Hello?
I think they should send Bruce Willis and his bunch to tip it back over.
Listen, go get us a breakfast sandwich and shut up.
Jesus. You're not very nice. Send Nate to the moon.
This tool belt to fix the Odie.
Yeah.
The old Odie. Oh, well. Well, maybe it had to. Maybe part of the experiment was landing. Is, I guess, my point. Right? Something different, I guess. Didn't turn out very well.
Well, I just know that when we were like, okay, we're going back to the moon, people were like, why?
Right.
We already did that. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, clearly, we need to work at it better, right? So that we can do it more often, so then we can land stuff in other places. If we can't do it on the thing that's closest to us, we're going to have a problem doing it in other things, right? That's why the Mars mission was so freaking, they were on very tense as it was landing and whatever else. And remember, you had to wait like that, 45 seconds or whatever? There was space. We didn't know what happened. But I don't know what to tell you. Another disappointment. Now we have to have cornflakes for dinner.
And what
life isn't going very well.
What would happen if there was a human in there? I mean,
well, the human probably would have helped.
Yeah,
it to not tip over.
Control the landing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're working on unmanned missions.
50 thrusters on those things. Just set it down. Really weird.
Well, it's clearly not that easy.
Dude. It used to be. It's almost like they were trying to land it like a plane, which was interesting.
I don't know
with
about
no
that.
gravity. Really weird stuff. Let me see if I have somebody from NASA on the phone.
Is there an engineer on the line?
Hi, how's it going?
Practice the landing, fellas.
Why did I come to work? Why do I come in?
I don't know either, but dude, I'd hate to see what's on your breakfast sandwich.
Why do I come in here every day and talk to? Why do you people talk down to me every day?
What do you mean by you? What do you mean by you
down
people?
to you?
Yes.
You talk down to everybody.
Well, I like to.
Except D.
I like to
Because
figure.
he puts you in your place.
I try to figure things out for you. I try to do the thinking. I try to do most of the thinking on this show, so you
Just
guys
stop it. Then.
So you guys can just enjoy your time.
Nate's been bringing you gifts for years, and you tell him to shut up. I'm like, man, that breakfast sausage is going to be pretty tasty.
I shouldn't piss off our 4 listeners, should I? Should be nicer to them.
Yes.
All right, man.
Later.
Later.
Sports director.
Hi, how's it going?
It is kind of true, though. We got to be about 8 minutes into this story, and it's about the same as where it started, isn't it?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We're good. It just doesn't sound very intuitive. Maybe they ought to change their name.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, what did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Hi, happy hump day.
What's up?
A jealous woman stabbed her boyfriend's penis with a pair of broken scissors after he confessed to having nearly 50 past lovers.
Oof. I don't know if the punishment fits the crime there.
Just never reveal your numbers. I don't know why we've gone over this a million times. The couple, they were enjoying a romantic date at a cafe in Manila when the conversation took a sensitive turn. You could say that. I need my sound effects, please. Thank you. After hearing about his long list of past whores, the woman stayed calm for a few seconds and then flew into a rage. Yeah, I bet those couple seconds leading up to the rage were pretty intense there, too. She grabbed a pair of broken scissors from some rubbish nearby. Wow, lucky. And repeatedly jabbed it into the man's groin. Stunned onlookers called the police when they saw the bloke hobbling across the pavement with blood running down his legs.
Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm. The victim was noticed by pedestrians. Luckily, there was an officer patrolling the area, so police were able to call an ambulance for him right away. They did track down the suspect. It was easy to find her because they lived together. Barrel. How do you get that far in a relationship and you didn't already know that he was kind of...
Yeah, of all places, at a little cafe.
Yeah.
A little romantic. Were they on vacation, you said? Or,
no.
Or not? Oh,
she said she didn't expect it to be nearly 50. Well, see, there you go. That's your problem.
Guys always brag. Just cut it in half.
That is your problem.
Yeah.
Well, expectations are the thief of joy, bro.
The Thief of Joy. Good band name, dude.
Paramedic Hugo Cruz said dude was in extreme pain. No kidding. Lost a bunch of blood. Doctor stitched him up.
At least she never goes off half-cocked. That's never good.
Yeah.
So there he is running through the street like a Saw movie with his wang all bloody. Right through the pants. God dang, man.
Right.
That is so nasty.
So here's a picture of the scissors. It's like half of a scissors she found in the... Yeah, this is a good reminder to dispose of those properly so crazy people can't pick them up and stab you in the junk.
It's like the charge would be penis slaughter.
Dude, not good.
He lived with the penis.
So bad.
Penis didn't make it.
Lady. Calm down.
I know that for a fact. It's in the penal code. I know that for a fact.
Oh, no.
I study law.
You're a hack.
Dude. I may not know much about outer space, but I know about the penal code.
Oh, you know a lot about space. You mansplain it to me all the time.
Remember Lorena Bobbitt? Remember that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I watched the porn.
So nasty.
With him.
Everybody, just so nasty. Everybody involved.
Yeah.
Franken-penis.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Well, we're a cup. If you're going to talk about that kind of stuff, put a...
I don't think you knew that was happening. They were just supposed to be out on a date.
Yeah.
That would be like you and Christy going out to dinner.
Yeah.
And then she's like, all right, how many broads have you slept with? And you do the big reveal where you're like,
sitting there at New
502.
Sitting there at New Glarus Pizza, and all of a sudden a testicle lands in your pie.
Right.
I'm sorry, is that yep, that's a ball. There it goes. Yeah, that conversation, there are no winners. There are no winners. Chris, we just talked about this not long ago. I revealed something to her. Oh, wow. We didn't talk about this.
No, what did you reveal? Now that you revealed it to your wife, it's time to reveal it to everybody else.
You should know. You tell us first, and then you run it by us. You run it by us, then you tell the wife.
Usually, that's how it goes.
No, I won't reveal what I said.
What?
No, we'll keep that one.
You can't do that.
We'll keep that one under the sheets.
Oh my God!
It was And she appreciated it, weirdly. She's like, really? I'll just give you her reaction and you can figure it out. She's like, oh my God, I didn't think you were into that.
Pegging.
No, pegging. Is that with a dude?
Well, it's with anybody putting it right up.
That's up my... No,
Yeah.
exit only, dude. Unless Christy...
That's double standard.
I would do it for her if she wants to shove something up there, whatever. You happy? Are you happy?
No, yeah.
Does that make you happy?
Kind of.
What was I saying?
Well, you were telling me
Oh,
what
no,
you told
her reaction was, she goes, really? I didn't think you were into that. I just leave it at that. And I'll let you ponder that for a minute. It wasn't it was a who, not a what. So
You slept with a big girl. You slept with a big girl.
I would never say that on the radio. It's horrible.
Look me in the face. And tell me you didn't.
What do you mean a big girl? What's that mean?
Because you're usually into skinny chicks.
I'd sleep with a big girl.
Yeah? Prove it.
Well, let me think here for a minute. I have no, my options are limited here. Whatever I say, I'm not going to say it. You said it. I'm not going to say it. No, that has nothing really to do with it. I have a type, but given the right circumstance.
You were into that. What?
Given the right circumstance, I'd be fine. No, it was the who, not the what.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Yeah. But I it was cool. That's why she's great, because her reaction was like, really weird. All right. Anyways.
Yeah. Well,
it's not World War III. It was 30 years ago. What makes it different?
Yeah. Like when she slept with the whole baseball team.
Oh, my God. Wow. You serve beer. Wait. She won't mind this. You serve beer one summer at the duck pond, and all of a sudden you're sleeping with the whole baseball team. What? I saw a picture. He was really cute. He was a cute kid.
It wasn't the whole team, but
you're young. You're in love. You're in the dugout. Hey,
that's it. We're moving on.
Ta-da-da-da. Ta-da. So the penis is still attached, I assume, to that story.
They sewed him up.
God dang.
We don't have an update yet, but
that is so nasty. Wonder what's going to happen to her. Oh, I'll take her back. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Sounds like it's kind of an abusive thing, eh?
See, that's a good time to have a small penis.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Morning. Did you sleep?
Still sleeping.
Morning, sleepy poo. You want pancakes?
Why?
Because I'm making pancakes.
Pancake surprise.
Pancake.
It's also
National
Pancake
Day. Pancake. National Pancake Day.
Pancakes, got it.
Pancakes for everyone.
Let's start the show. I want pancakes.
Got any syrup? It's showtime.
Now, usually National Pancake Day, we talk about IHOP getting free pancakes, but you can't do that on this National Pancake Day because Pancake Day at IHOP already happened. It's February 13th. But the National Pancake Day overall, not just IHOP, is February 28th. Yeah. Now, did you know that pancakes were called Johnnycakes?
We should get a little more coordinated there. It's a little...
Yeah.
A little confusing.
Yeah. I don't know why they changed it this year, but they did. Pancakes were called Johnnycakes. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How come?
Doesn't say. Made these breakfast items date back more than 30,000 years. It may be the oldest breakfast food in history.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Spanning as far back as the Stone Age and even found in the stomach of Otzi the Iceman, whose human remains are estimated to be 5,300 years old.
Ooh, that's cool.
The Middle English word pancake First appeared in English in the 15th century. However, ancient Greeks and Romans made what were called alita dulcia, or another sweet, with wheat flour, olive oil, honey, and curdled milk. Does that sound familiar? Because that's an effing pancake. Greek poets wrote about them in their poetry. Shakespeare mentions pancakes in his plays. During the English Renaissance, pancakes were flavored with spices, rosewater, sherry, and apples. The practice of pouring batter on a pan and frying it is common in nearly every culture around the world. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of legit. I feel like my love of pancakes I've been spot on.
Yeah. So 600 BC, the first recorded mention of pancakes dates back to ancient Greece and comes from a poet.
I'll tell you when the pancake really had a resurgence is when you didn't have to do eggs and milk or whatever and do the ingredients. Once it came in a box, just throw some water in it, boom.
Yeah.
Pancake town. Here
Hungry Jack.
Boom.
Yeah.
I used to make pancakes as a kid when I'd get home from school.
The first breakfast, listen to this, 1100 AD. Shrove Tuesday becomes a traditional way to use up dairy products before Lent. The pancake breakfast was born.
So cool.
Yeah.
God.
Bisquick, first introduced in 1931. Cooks across the United States start using it to make extra fluffy pancakes. 1985. Bisquick became the official sponsor of National Pancake Week. Creating a week-long celebration of all things pancake, which I think might be a little excessive. We're able to cover it all in 10 minutes. I'm not sure we need a whole week. 1995, the big flip. The largest pancake ever to be flipped was in Rochdale, UK. Measured 16.4 yards across, and it weighed 3 tons.
Wow. How is that possible?
Only 7% of Americans say they don't like pancakes. Bring them to me. What do you think are the most popular types of pancakes?
Fluffy.
Not on the list. Buttermilk, number 1 with a bullet.
Well, that's what I meant. It's the original.
Blueberry, chocolate chip. Those are almost tied. Followed by original or plain pancakes. And then banana pancakes.
There you go.
At the bottom there. Avery enjoys eating the pancakes with butter and sugar on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's very tasty. And then you roll it up like a little tortilla.
I've got no problem. I've got no beef with him.
All right, good. Now, what do you like to put on top of your pancake?
Man, I like crepes. We've been doing more crepes than pancakes. Not to sound fancy. Syrup and butter. I don't like a lot of distraction on my pancakes.
62% of Americans prefer syrup. 10% just keep it simple with butter. I see you're doing both. Good for you. 8% of Americans prefer fresh fruit. I like all these things. 4% of Americans love a warm fruit sauce. I'll show you a warm fruit sauce.
Just read the story. Don't add. Don't add.
And 4% of Americans mix it up with peanut butter. Hell yeah. You do peanut butter in a pancake and a little bit of whipped cream. That's a dessert.
We used to eat at the Pancake Cafe over here on
Yeah.
in a little strip over here off of Watts Road.
Yeah.
Pancake Cafe. We used to like the banana nut
Oh yeah, dude.
we used to eat there all the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, I haven't been in there in a while. The Pancake Cafe.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
I don't know.
It's over by Wings USA. I think it is. I think it's over there by the.
I'm not the one that's looking around all the time when I'm driving on Gammon Road.
I think it's over there by the oil change place. No, they did a bacon stuffed pancake or something. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, gourmet pancakes. Super good. And then we used to eat at the Pancake House down on University.
Yeah.
That's still there, isn't it? The original Pancake House?
I would assume it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I never order pancakes. I never have pancakes, really. Me and Avery used to make some pancakes together, but we don't really do that a whole lot because he's at college. But I did have a pancake from the truck stop over there. Ooh, it's not pine cone anymore.
And JC?
No, JC's still pine cone. The one in DeForest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that dude took his COVID money and left the country.
Goddamn right he did.
He's off the grid in Central America somewhere, laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
No, it's just called like the Bakery House or something.
like
they didn't
yeah.
really rename it.
The Highway Cafe, I think it is.
Yeah, Highway Cafe, I think it is.
And they were left over from somebody else, so they were brought out in as takeout. And we had them, and I'm like, how are these this good warmed up in the gosh darn microwave? They had to even be more amazing fresh. But who doesn't love a good pancake?
Yeah, there's an art to making a good pancake at home. You got to flip it at the right time if you want it fluffy. I mean, you can't get your pan too hot. There is a art form to it.
Well, you can't if you flip it too many times, it gets hard.
Right, and you don't want to.
You get one flip.
You'll over brown it. That's a fact.
Yeah. Do you know when to flip it?
It's intuitive.
It's when it's all bubbled up.
Yes, dude, trust me. I can close my eyes, and I know when to flip the pancake. I can do this.
Prove it.
I am man.
You're gonna. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. I think, Johnny, you'll get a kick out of this comparison.
All right, man.
The one flip you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that pancakes are to bread on the griddle.
Right.
Steaks are to meat on a grill. Because if you flip it too many times, you ruin it.
I agree. If you do a good fillet, I mean, you got to have it hot enough to sear it. But it's a one flip situation, my friend. You have hit the nail right on the head. You have put the butter right on the pancake, my friend.
Outstanding,
dude.
May the maple syrup be with you both.
Thank you. That was very nice.
Don't bring Aunt Jemima.
Are you telling me you can only flip a steak once?
Don't bring Aunt Jemima into this. It's the Pearl Necklace Maple Syrup Company.
Pearl Mill.
Oh, Pearl Mill. Sorry. I got excited.
The Pearl Necklace Syrup Company's something entirely different.
That's bottled at your mom's house.
Yeah, it is.
That was stupid. I was so angry at Aunt Jemima and Pearl Mill. I went back to, what did I go back to? Or no, am I thinking of the right? Do I have my syrups mixed up? What am I thinking of? I went back to the thicker stuff anyways. What am I thinking of?
Mrs. Butterworth?
Yeah, Mrs. Butterworth. That's the one I went back to.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
thicker and a little more sweeter. I like it better on pancakes. I think it's a little more expensive. I think Aunt Jemima's a little cheaper, but I went Miss Buttersworth. Surprised they haven't changed that bottle shape.
That bitch got curves. Lift that skirt, see what's up. What is happening?
I'll tell. I think Aunt Jemima's missing out on a good marketing opportunity.
Yeah.
No, but I love that. I love Miss Buttersworth.
I have no preference. My favorite, that's a lie. My favorite syrup is from the Dancing Goat Distillery. Their maple syrup that's aged in the bourbon barrel.
Yeah, there you go.
So effing good.
I have not had it.
Life-changing. There's all kinds of local syrups you can get. I would highly suggest that because you use way less. Because people be like, it's so expensive. Sure. But it's also like real. It's out of a tree, not just corn syrup colored and flavored, which is what you're getting from the other places. And you should be asking yourself, why are they using corn products? And then that'll be a rabbit hole that you can't get out of. But the local places I highly, highly recommend it. You can go to whatever, Peck's, Hex, you can go to any sort of local farmer's market and hook up them syrups. You will not be sorry. Spend the extra money because you just got to use a little bit.
It's kind of like you're in the realm of all those mustards. I mean, now you're gonna.
Yeah.
Now you can really experiment a little bit with
I'm
the syrups.
exhausted.
I love that idea. I love the idea of us getting pancakes today, and hanging out and bonding.
Yes.
West Side. So you got Pancake Cafe. You got a Denny's over here. Who else does pancakes over here on the West Side? Adler's, no. I don't think they do breakfast. Who's got a pancake? McDonald's?
There's a little joint in Cottage Grove that's a small little greasy spoon. What about the Curve? Does the Curve do pancakes? Well, Jerry would know.
There's an IHOP in Middleton. Yeah, I mean, there's no greasy spoons really on the West Side.
Yeah, I know.
Where the best pancakes come from.
They're really, every little cafe that was over here that was local is gone. Sad. I'm going to go cry in my syrup.
Go and watch some porn and have a pancake.
It's only on the weekends.
It's still there. Hi, how's it going?
Nora's on 12 and 18, starts serving breakfast and pancakes at 7 o'clock every day.
Awesome.
Nora's does?
Yep. Nora's.
You absolutely get a Bloody Mary or a screwdriver with your pancake. Perfect.
Thanks, bud.
Hi, how's it going?
Of course, the Curve does pancakes, Johnny. Bill makes the best pancakes in town.
The Curve.
Good call. Thank you, buddy.
They're like the size of the plate, and they're as big as your ego.
I don't have an ego.
I love you, Johnny.
I love you.
They're as big as your ego, bro.
I have zero ego. I have the smallest ego on the radio.
I highly doubt it.
I think you just confuse it with me knowing a lot of things.
Well,
and being the best.
You have been around this town more than, most loose women.
That's accurate, and I know all of them, too, so we're all good. All right, thanks. Hi, how's it going?
I prefer crepes.
I love crepes!
Crepes. Say it again, Johnny.
Crepes!
Crepes!
Do you love crepes?
I love you.
When's the last time you had a great crepe?
I haven't had a crepe
The greatest
over a decade.
The greatest crepe on earth is at Telos Cafe in Port Washington, Wisconsin, over on the lake. It's a few doors up from the Mexican place. Telos. Stop your ass in there and spend a lovely night at the Holiday Inn and have a crepe in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. When I go to do breakfast stuff, I'm always like eggs. I want eggs.
You'll just try them. They're so good.
I'm like,
they melt in your mouth.
Eggs and every time when they're like, "Would you like pancake or toast?" I'm like, "Do you have rye bread?" If they have rye bread or sourdough, I'm in.
Yeah.
I have to do the toast then.
I'm just saying, you got to experiment. Just a little passable is all you need. Just something to pass around.
I'm having trouble prioritizing my crepes.
All right. Man, I want a pancake more than anything right now.
Holy crepe.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.